Hey guys, so yeah, I'm shooting this vlog especially just to review my new Ninja 1100 SX. But before we get into that, let's give her a quick wash. बहुत दिनों से वॉश नहीं किया है, गंदी हो गई है, चलाने का टाइम भी नहीं मिल रहा था, बट सोचा since it's a weekend and I have some free time in my hand and I have to test this camera and mic setup also. So let's do this. Yeah, let's shoot a vlog, let's review the bike, but before that let's give it a wash. Okay, so bike is washed now and let's continue with the vlog. I hope my mic is working right and audio is also working okay, because I have spent a lot of time in setting up this mic and camera setup in a good angle and according to the the sound and the traffic conditions, etc, etc. I just wanted to capture a good sound, man. Bikes and my also. Okay, so let's come back at bike. So this is Ninja 1100 SX, which is a successor of Ninja 1000 SX. And before we get into the bike, let's talk about my journey, like how did I end up with this bike, and decision and options that I looked after when I decided to buy a super bike. Okay, so पहला जो ऑप्शन मैंने देखा था, it was adventure tourer. I wanted to have a comfortable bike for long journeys and all, so that's why I was looking into adventure tourers. So I went to BMW and BMW 850 GS. I test rode that bike first. It is a good bike. बाइक की अगर बात करें उसकी, तो ओनली वन थिंग इट वॉज लैकिंग फॉर मी एटलीस्ट इज़ उसका हाइट बहुत बड़ा था, मतलब बहुत ऊंची थी, मेरे पैर ठीक से नहीं पहुँच रहे थे. आई एम 5'9", स्टिल दैट बाइक इज़ वेरी हाई, सीट हाइट इज़ वेरी हाई. एंड अगर इतनी बड़ी बाइक चला रहे हो, उसका वज़न भी बहुत ज़्यादा है. Like it weighs somewhere around 250 or 247, something like that. I'm not sure, but if you are carrying that kind of weight in Indian traffic, especially like this, it gets hard for you to control that bike, especially with the pillion and with luggage and all. So yeah, that was my first choice. After that, I also looked into Triumph Tigers, especially in 900 and also 1250 GS. 1250 GS was a big bike. It is a big bike and it was out of my budget, I would say. So उसके बारे में ज़्यादा सोचा नहीं. After that, I did not have any options left in adventure tourer, so I also looked into sports, let's say street nakeds. So again in Triumph, I test rode the Street Triple RS 765. It's an awesome bike. The power delivery, the track readiness of that bike, it's just great. Being a street fighter, or let's say, yeah, street naked motorcycle, the hitting issue was also very minimal there. It was a good bike. Pillion comfort is non-existent on that bike, right? So yeah, I love that bike. I booked that bike. After waiting for a while, a month passed and all, and Triumph informed me that the color which I wanted, the cosmic yellow, it is no longer available. So I got disappointed because I wanted that color only. There was another color, red. It is a good color, but just not my choice. Cosmic yellow is it's on some other level. Right, so I had to cancel my booking. I had to fight with Triumph to get my booking amount back and all. So that went on for a while. After that, the predecessor of this bike, Ninja 1000, I test rode that bike, Ninja 1000. It was around in 2023, I guess, or 2024, or the start of 2024. I test rode that bike. Loved that bike. Also, I test rode the Versus 1000 at that time. Loved that bike for the comfort. So decided to, book Versus. So I booked Versus 1000. After some time, dealership reported that both the bikes, Ninja 1000 and Versus 1000, they have been discontinued by Kawasaki for the update for 2025 models. So there it goes, disappointment number 2, right? So after that, I waited for a while, and in 2025 Kawasaki launches Ninja 1000 and Ninja 1100 SX and Versus 1100. So I booked Ninja 1100 SX, and yeah, here it is in my hand, Ninja 1100 SX, finally. Yeah, it was a long journey, long wait and all, but so let's come back at the bike, how it is. It's a great bike, especially the inline 4 Symphony, that it makes it just enough to make you smile inside your helmet. Let's talk about some figures. It makes 136 bhp and 113 nm of torque, which is enough to push this bike quite literally, very aggressively. This bike weighs 237 kgs. Ooh, awesome. So as you can see, this bike pushes very hard, even in rain mode. Currently I'm riding in rain mode, as you can see, and I haven't had the guts to put this bike in a sports mode yet, because even in rain mode it scares you off. And currently bike is locked at 4000 rpm because the first service is pending and all. Still, even if it is locked at 4000 rpm, it scares me. Yeah, it's my first big bike. I get it. I have ridden many sports bike. I have ridden ZX10R, I have ridden Buza and everything, but still these bikes, they have too much power to handle in city, man. They have too much power. Video might not be able to capture it, but when it pushes, you have to literally hang to the handlebars. Come on, man. Yeah, you literally have to hang to handlebars to control it. And where roads are like this, where anyone comes anywhere in the road, you have to be careful with such powerful bikes. So yeah, 136 bhp, it's more than enough that you can possibly use in Indian conditions, on roads, city roads, or even on highways. This bike does 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds, which is crazy enough, and the top speed is around 260 kilometers per hour. Okay, and I don't think you will be able to touch the top speed anywhere, or even on Indian highways. Like, I have been to expressways and all, and I have seen mopeds driving around on expressways, right? So it's crazy. So I wouldn't dare, right? So yeah, even in rain mode, it is scary. Yeah. So what are the features that I love about this bike? It has the quick shifter, which is buttery smooth, with auto blipper as well. That means you can quick shift up and down, and it's buttery smooth. you have all the electronics that you can possibly imagine in a bike. Let's say the traction control, the cornering ABS, the cornering traction control, the 6-axis IMU, so that you can have all the measures like lean angle and the G force that you are experiencing while accelerating, the every bits and bits, right? You get to see this cluster is good enough, but it is little bit small to my liking. BMW's instrument cluster, it's damn good. It has a lot more information and a lot more electronics, but when it comes to a lot more electronics, then there might be occasions where you can see some warnings on instrument cluster about some sensors failing and all, because जितने ज़्यादा electronics, failure का chance उतना ज़्यादा. I prefer my things analog. Yeah, the best thing about Kawasaki is positive neutral finder. If I get to first gear and I'm at standstill, when I pull the gear lever up, it will always go to neutral. It won't go to second gear when you are at standstill. So that's a great thing on signals and all. So only Kawasaki is the only brand that provides you that, right? Okay, talking about the ergonomics, it's pretty comfortable position, not that much sporty. It is sporty, but not like ZX10R or BMW S1000RR or Hayabusa kind of sporty. It is comfortable. I can ride this bike for, let's say, 500 or 600 kilometers in a day. That is doable. The pillion seat, it is also pretty comfortable. It's a big seat. Look at this quick shifter, man. It's awesome. Yeah, downshift sound, it's awesome. Yeah, so my first service is pending yet, and I can't push this bike much. It's locked at 4000 rpm, and after the first service I'll be able to push this bike to its limits or whatever, right? So instrument cluster, it gets the Bluetooth connectivity and all. You can connect your phone and you can get all your notifications into the instrument cluster here itself. The instrument cluster, it has two modes to switch, the viewing modes. This is the default mode which I am in, right? Another one, I'll show it let's say right now, if that's possible. Actually it's not. When I'm moving, it's not possible to switch. I'll have to stop somewhere, and okay, let's stop somewhere, and I'll give you a quick walk around of the bike and the accessories that I have put on this bike. Let's do that. So talking about the accessories, I have only done the PPF on this bike, which is paint protection film. That's the first thing that I got done. Am I going to get some space to wait or to park this bike? Okay, let's stop here. Okay, so apart from PPF, I have got this crash guards fitted. The crash guards, the fork protectors, the spool, the exhaust protector, and all these accessories. It costed me around 20,000 rupees, which is, and PPF, it also costed me around 20,000. So yeah, only 40,000 worth of accessories I got fitted on this bike, and I'm good to go. Yeah. Exhaust, I'm thinking about it, but पुलिस लोग बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान करते हैं. Anyways, if I put on the exhaust, I'm going to have to pay fine freaking every day. यहाँ गुजरात में पुलिस बहुत ज़्यादा सिक्योरिटी को लेके टाइट है, या ट्रैफिक रूल्स को लेके टाइट है. हालांकि कोई फॉलो नहीं करता ट्रैफिक रूल्स यहाँ पे, बट इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़. Yeah. So again, yeah, coming at the bike. So this is my first big bike. Before this, I have Pulsar 220, which was my first bike, and Pulsar 220, it's a good bike, yeah. And at that time it was a dream come true, the Pulsar 220. आफ्टर दैट चलो जैसे बड़े होते सपने भी बड़े होते जाते, लाइक बचपन से सपना तो था ही कि कोई स्पोर्ट्स बाइक ले, कोई इनलाइन 4 स्पोर्ट्स बाइक अपने पास हो. सो दैट ड्रीम दैट गॉट रियलाइज आफ्टर दिस बाइक, Ninja 1100. So yeah, hopefully this doesn't become my last sports bike. After that, after this bike I have plans to get something else too. Let's see how that goes, but right now it is, yeah. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to know anything else about the bike, or I can talk anything else about this bike. Then yeah, I'll try to answer all those questions. Let's talk about looks. Let's see. Okay, this bike, it grabs the attention, right? Whenever you are standing on the signals and all, people, you know, turn their heads to look at the bike, especially kids and all. So looks wise, it's good, it's awesome. It has that proper ninja styling, and I always wanted a fully faired bike. So Ninja was the better option for me. Like ZX10R, I could get ZX10R. उसका बजट था कुछ 22 lakhs on road. I could have got it, but long rides के लिए and pillions के लिए, it is not at all practical bike. And as my roots are in Maharashtra, I'm currently residing in Ahmedabad. I frequently go to my hometown, which is let's say 450 kilometers away, and I always drive my car there. But I wanted to have a bike which I could take to my hometown and enjoy riding there. So this bike, yeah, this is perfect. Let's pull it. Yeah, even with the stock exhaust, it sounds good. It's not very quiet, definitely quieter than the aftermarket exhausts, but it still manages to grab the attention, especially after 3000 rpm and all. It has that grunt. Yeah, people look, they definitely do. The only con that I found in this bike, uh, it doesn't have self-canceling indicators, man. My Pulsar has that, come on. I'm spending freaking 16.5 lakhs on a bike and it doesn't cancel the indicator by itself. That's the only thing which is annoying for me, because I am habitual to having my Pulsar cancelling the indicators, and on this bike whenever I turn on my blinkers, it keeps going on even after a kilometer or what, because it is not self-cancelling and I forget to turn it off. That's the only gripe I have with this bike, nothing else. Yeah, I couldn't find anything else. Even the vibrations which Ninja 1000 had, they have taken care of those vibrations, and they have added some handlebar weights, they have added the foot peg weights, and they have made the engine smoother as they increase the capacity also by 50 cc's. Before, in the Ninja 1000, it had 1049 cc, and now it is 1099 cc, which is a 56 increase, so 1100 it had that. So vibrations are pretty much contained now. The power delivery, it is a little bit aggressive, I would say, comparing to Ninja 1000. Although the power figures have gone down, but the dyno test shows that it has the same power because of the emission norms and all. So yeah, I have some things to take care of right now. Let's continue the vlog after that. Now see the look in the mirror, how bike looks. It looks good. Back. So yeah, as it's getting hotter during the day, let's talk about the heat management on this bike, right? See, as we know that it's a big engine, right? 1100 cc, it's a big engine, and it heats up, especially during the summer times and all. The heat is so much that you can't even ride the bike. Let's say if you're riding during, you know, the hottest hours, like after 12 p.m, 12 to between 12 to 4 and all, it gets unbearable to your legs and all, where all the heat is dissipated through the radiator and the fans, and it gets hot, yeah. But compared to other bikes, since this bike is you know, made for let's say longer rides, it's not only track oriented, but it's made for longer ride. Compared to other bikes like Hayabusa or let's say ZX10R, the heat management on this bike, it is pretty alright, I would say. Currently at let's say the outside temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, and the engine temperature, it is hovering around 75 degrees Celsius, because I have just started this bike, right? It will go up to 110 degrees Celsius, and with continuous riding, it hovers around between 90 degrees Celsius to 110. So yeah, it varies as you get going, as against the wind, it falls down. So between 90 to 110 degrees Celsius, it is fine. So yeah, it's the issue with every big bike, the engine temperature, the heating issue that is there. Ooh, inline 4 sound, man, it's just good. It is good. Yeah, so talking about riding modes and all, it gets rain, road, sport, and one customizable mode which is called as rider mode. So yeah, the power levels are two, let's say, like low power and high power. Currently I'm riding in low power mode in rain, and the traction control is on 3, which is full. Let's change the display real quick. Okay, display, let's choose the mode as second. Let's go back. Okay, now as you can see, here it is showing the braking power, the fuel, the g-force, the lean angle. If I lean the bike left and right, here you can see the lean angle, right? The time, let's change it. Now it's showing the throttle here, how much throttle I'm giving. Let's change it back to brake. Trip meter, max lane angles, the auto trip meter, yeah, all that information it shows on the cluster. On signals, it gets hotter, man. It does get hot. Yeah, camera is recording. I need to get a kitchen. Okay, let's go. Let's pull it a little bit. The acceleration, man, it's addictive. It is addictive. You have to hold your horses, you have to hold yourself from getting carried away, because this kind of power, this acceleration, it gives you that adrenaline which makes you feel that every penny that you spend on this machine, it is worth it. Yeah, talking about fuel economy, uh, I'm getting somewhere around 15 or 16 in the city, which is still better than my car, I would say. Yeah, my Honda City gives me 10 10 kilometers per liter, which is pretty low, and this bike is giving me 15 in the city, and on the highways I think I can expect around 18 or 19, which will be good. The KQS Kawasaki quick shifter, it's so good. Yeah, it grabs the attention. People like to look at this bike. See, as we are standing at the signal, the engine temperature, it is around 100 degrees Celsius now, and it's getting hotter. Yeah, it's 12:17 p.m. and the radiator fans, they are dissipating heat onto my legs now. I need to ride at night time, uh, just to record the sound, the inline 4 symphony. Yeah, let's do that tonight maybe. Yep. So yeah, guys, this was the short casual review. Let me know if you guys want to know anything else about the bike and first super bike or big bike experience. Like I'll be covering up the cost of first service and all when I go for it. Then I'll upload maybe another one for that purpose. So yeah, see ya. Until then.